I'm going to talk a bit about The Dark Crystal, the 1982 fantasy film by Jim Henson and Frank Oz. Though the film has a cult following today, I personally don't feel the same way about it. You might watch the film yourself and think, this doesn't look so bad. I mean, yeah, the camera angles and puppetry is amazing, especially seeing how Jim Henson previously did puppetry work with products like The Muppets. Unfortunately, that seemed to be all the filmmakers were going for. I understand that they were attempting a fantasy realm, but they could have done a much better job explaining how it works. Before I start nitpicking on that, let's talk about the plot. In another world, there used to be life all over until one day a powerful crystal cracked. For some reason, no joke, that part isn't explained. Two species formed from the crystal, the cruel Skeksis and the gentle Mystics. The Mystics cared for a gelfling named Jen after his clan was killed by the Skeksis. On his deathbed, Jen's master tells him about the cracked crystal, and that balance will only be restored to the world if Jen were to find the missing crystal shard and restore it to the crystal. Meanwhile, a Skeksis named Chamberlain has been banished from his clan after losing his chance to become the new emperor after the old one dies. The Skeksis learn of the gelfling's existence and try to stop him. So what are some of the complaints I have with this movie? Well, first off, as I mentioned before, they didn't do a good job establishing the environment the characters live in. It's an absolute pain trying to figure out how the magic in the world works. For example, Jen is confronted with a few crystal shards to pick from. Only one of them belongs to the cracked crystal, though. To find the right one, Jen plays a note on his flute, and the crystal he is looking for shines. Why does that happen? Is there something I'm missing here? It's not even explained. Neither are most of the other weird things that happen, but it would take me an eternity to go through it all. In order to explain the magic of this world, a series of books was written to serve as a prequel. Also, on Netflix, series is created also serving as said prequel. Right, cool, but you shouldn't have to read the books before watching the movie, especially since the movie came way earlier. This may not be a big deal now, but imagine watching this film back when it was new. One of the side characters that helps Jen out is another gelfling named Kira, along with her pet, whatever it is, Fizzgig. It's basically just one of those cute pet/side characters that serve to keep the kids entertained. You know, like Hedwig, Dino, Gary, you get the idea. Also, the tone set in the movie is rather dark, considering that Henson previously worked on much lighter-themed stories, and some people criticize the film for that reason. I can't believe IMDb has the nerve to call this a family film. What do I think of this film? I think of it as a pretty desperate attempt at a fantasy film. If you enjoy it, all power to it. I just don't get the film. I don't hate it, I just don't like it.